Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sluff TV. It's me, your boy Coops, with my tag team, the Man Hippo. And this
Yeah, man.
evening, we're doing a preview of the Barclays Premier League. So, Hippo, first question. We saw the conclusion of round one, although the two Manchester clubs, Aston Villa and Burnley, haven't played. But
hmm
what do you think so far of what you've seen over the past 3 days?
Well, first of all, I have to talk about my team, Arsenal. Willian is definitely um, amazing. In that first game, he was all over the place in terms of doing his job. I think he at least was able to create at least two or three assists. Even Gabriel, when you look at Gabriel scoring on his debut, the amount of tackles, the amount of recoveries. Um, Arsenal looks okay, and I think that we're going to do much better than last season.
I, to-
Uh,
I, to- I totally
mhm.
agree with you. I
Yeah,
watched it and I thought, as usual, y'all would have choked, but it looked like Arteta is finally the right coach for you guys. I,
well,
I think
well,
he's making a good change.
remember under Unai, we went on what almost a 12 game winning streak, and then it ended up that he was not the right coach for us. So probably by the middle of the season, I will have my judgment on Arteta. Look at Everton. Look at what I mean. I think Everton, with their signings of James Rodriguez, and
And
Calvin. Yes, yes, exactly. And no one would ever think that Mourinho and Spurs, too bad for you Spurs, would not have at least either won the game or get away for points. I did not agree with the way Jose kind of like tried to put it on his players, talking about they were lazy. I saw the replay. I don't think they were lazy. The players look lost. The players look like they have not gelled. They look like they didn't know what their job was supposed to be. So it is what it is. What else? Leicester, of course, starting really good. 3 points. Vardy once again. They have some new signings that have impressed. Not bad at all. I mean, it has been a good game week. The first game week, it has been good. Can't wait to see what Manu brings to the table, and also City.
well, as you could see, I'm a Man U fan.
Yeah, too bad
But
for you.
honestly, I want to reserve my rant for after the window closes because
Oh yeah,
right now
transfer.
we're all over the place with all the news that's going on, especially with this Sancho deal. In my
Yeah.
opinion, Sancho is a very good player. He's worth the price. But when you really think of it, 100 million for one player, when we need a backup left back, when
Yeah.
we need a left-sided centre back to complement Harry Maguire, when we need another holding midfielder
Mhm.
to
Mhm.
replace Matic. That's where Thiago comes in, but we all know it's Liverpool he wants to go to, so good job by Liverpool. And then we need another striker in the forward line. So, in my opinion, we could take that 100 and get
Hmm.
those three players. You understand? I understand saying, yes, get Sancho, but sometimes you have to look at the bigger picture. If
Sancho is a hell of a player.
if we want to challenge, we have already gotten the Don. You understand what I'm saying? We still
Mhm.
need more. We still need a little more. Having Sancho alone, yes, it might give us a few more goals. But what if the defense has not been properly fixed? Then it makes no sense. You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's my opinion. The money we could get the 3 or 4 players and forget about Sancho. But if Sancho comes I'll welcome him. I might even put Sancho on this shirt or get the stripe one that y'all seem to be loving. Want to give us thought on this?
You mean
I'm in love with our food
the
kit.
the, 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 the the shirt inspired by Harry Maguire? Okay, no problem, man. No problem. No problem. But you know, Coop, you spoke about defense, and look at the defending champions. Look at their first game against
Yeah,
Leeds.
oh yes, oh yes.
You know,
I was very impressed with Leeds. Very, very. And I'm
yeah,
afraid,
and me too. And like I said, you know, when you look at defense, you know, Liverpool, no one was expecting that Leeds would have given Liverpool a run for their money like that. You know, I mean, newly promoted to the Premier League, and 4-3, the game ended, right? You know,
yeah,
so I mean, defense is very important, and for some reason, you know, most of the big clubs, I believe, we're suffering with defense. I don't know, it's because when you look at the big clubs, they always like to spend in attacking. I mean, getting the goals. That's what a lot of fans get excited about. But like we have learned before in the past, you need a good defense, and without a good defense, look at what happened to Arsenal. If you know what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah. I agree. I agree. I know we just watched Chelsea beat Brighton. They had the most expensive player in Havertz. They had Timo. What
Hmm.
do you think? What's your overall opinion on that game?
Well, they've been my rival. If I were to compare Chelsea's play with ours, you could see Chelsea was more, and I don't know for whatever reason, if the team hasn't gelled yet, they were more playing a counter-attacking game. They were very happy to sit back, allow the pressure from Brighton, which I believe Brighton did very well in terms of coming forward, pressing high. But I was not too happy. I'm not. With the amount of money I've heard about, you know, Kai Havertz, like you call it, so much money, and Timo. I was really expecting probably a serious decimation of Brighton. Though Chelsea did win, you could see that I believe Brighton had more of the possession, and if Brighton just missed that those quality players to score goals, to finish goals. So Chelsea, I can't wait for our first encounter with Arsenal. Knowing that Willian, ex-Chelsea player, probably would have something to prove. I believe it's going to be a great game, but I am waiting. The jury is still out on that Chelsea team. Kai Havertz, you saw one, two flashes of brilliance in the first half. In the second half, he was kind of like very quiet, non-existent until, and then he was subbed. Timo, I believe, not bad at all for forward. He has composure. He also tracks back. He can hold up the ball. He could hold up play. He could pass. You know, but the jury's still out on that Chelsea team. I can't wait to see a little more from them. But they are Cooper. They are being touted as one of the teams that will finish in the top four because of all the heavy spending. So I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, well, well, just like last year, everybody said Arsenal would finish above Man U. So look what happened. So
And look what happened.
I'm not going on what those pundits say. Honestly speaking, you understand what I'm saying. I'm not going on what they say. Football is
Yeah,
in the day. We have to cater for injuries and
there
suspension
you go.
and everything and loss of form. You understand? Liverpool has been in form for the last 2 years and no injuries. I really need a doctor at our club. You understand what I'm saying? No,
Yeah,
seriously,
so
last
true.
year, those guys has been consistent.
That's
No
that's true.
injuries, nothing. But if they get one injury
Yeah,
to
there could be a
Van
problem.
Dijk and Salah, I think that's the end of the season for them.
I believe so too.
You understand what I'm saying? But I can't wait for the continuation of the season. So I
So
have
we
some,
have
I have some topics there
okay.
that we were supposed to discuss. This show was supposed to have happened on Friday, but
Yes.
unfortunately, the internet here had issues. Plus, my boy Hippo had issues as
Yeah.
well. It
Had
happened.
issues as well.
It
Plus, we were
happened.
supposed to have some other members in here with us, but
Yeah,
That's been proving a challenge to get
yes,
those guys in here with
yeah,
us.
because everybody works on. But that's
Hmm.
okay. We're hoping to have some more videos as the season progresses and
With
stuff.
more members too.
Yes, and I think now is a good time to let everybody know they could subscribe and share the channel so that we could make it a bigger and wonderful community. Just to let you guys know, we also have a FPL league going on, and
Oh yes.
I'm hoping that our other member, I won't say his name, the one who organized it, one of these weekends will come and speak about it some more
Yeah,
because I know nothing about FPL. I just partake in it and just get licks and give licks.
that's right.
That's all I do. But we moving forward, I want to have different aspects of the show because we also have members who are Italian,
Hmm.
Spain. They follow other leagues, so hopefully
Yeah, for the other leagues, yes.
their own input as to those leagues here because it's love. It's St. Lucia football fans. It's not English alone. I'm English. Hippo is English, so we that's where our knowledge is. The other
Speak,
guys have more knowledge
speak,
than us.
Speaking of other league scopes, quickly, what happened in that PSG versus Marseille game, man?
Well, I only saw about just when I woke up. It was a riot at the end.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of red cards.
A
Naima,
lot of red cards, yellow
red
cards.
card, and that's
Yeah.
PSG two losses in the first two games, and they have not scored a goal either.
Imagine that. What's going on there? I mean,
I
something
guess
is wrong.
no, I don't think something is wrong in this COVID time. You see, in this COVID time, a lot of stuff is happening.
Yeah.
Remember, this season is just I don't know. It's a continuation. So I am expecting, honestly, that some teams might have some injuries again because the players have not well rested. Plus, they have not, the preseason training and everything. They don't have that. I think we will have some injuries.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about the big six in England now. When it comes to transfers, we all think that Chelsea has done the best piece of business, and they are not done yet.
According to the pundits, yeah, they're
They,
still looking for some.
they have a goalkeeper that's in
Yeah. Yeah.
and according to what they're saying, they also linked with Declan Rice, who is
Okay.
from West Ham. So I don't know. In your opinion, your team when it comes to transfers? Okay, I know. Let me see. You might correct me. Saliba is back from last because you'll bought him
Yes.
last year.
Yes, he's back.
You'll have Gabriel.
Yes.
What's that youth name from Madrid? Ceballos is back.
Ceballos back on loan.
Yes, and hopefully Oba signs his new contract. So that's like a new player as far as I'm concerned.
From what I understand, it's either have happened or very close to happening.
Well, these days everything is media hype and
Yes.
everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think of the business you all have done so far, and who would you like to see come in to another level?
So far the business has been good. Like there was a lot of speculation as to the Willian, the purchase of Willian, and just on that first,
Willian,
and his performance alone at that first game is just amazing. I mean what he has done, and definitely I believe everyone has forgotten he was a Chelsea player. In terms of Coups, I've said every season, when you look at back in the old days of Arsenal, the days of Thierry Henry, etc., even into the early season of Arsene Wenger, we had a very strong, commanding this defensive midfielder, okay, and we have not had that. Okay, when you look at Patrick Vieira, when you look at Song, we that's what I believe we're missing. I don't see it. I don't see any player that I really thought probably someone I don't know in the early times when we just brought in Guendouzi, I thought he was going to, I don't know, emerge to be someone in that role. He's robust. He's a good player, and look at what has happened with him. I mean, he cannot even make the side anymore because of that situation which occurred in terms of his attitude, etc. What he did, and apparently he appears not to be apologetic. I believe that was the heart of Arsenal, a strong defensive midfielder, one who could charge down that midfield, assist the back line, and also carry out some key passes that would just split the defense of any team. That's what we're missing. I have not seen that individual yet. I believe that's what we need in this team. And until we get that, I believe it will be hard for us to get to top four and retain and stay there. So I believe Arsenal, though we look a little better when you look at the other teams. I mean, when you look at City, we have not even spoken about the little business City has done. And I know City has something to prove after that what happened last season. I don't believe we're there yet, and this is what we need: a defensive midfielder, a very good one.
So, in other words, you're praying that you'll get Thomas Partey.
Yes.
From Atletico Madrid. Well, just
praying.
Like they would say, just pay the 45 million and he's yours.
But we have depth. We have depth now, in my opinion. In terms of what's coming off the bench, Pepe is still needs to live up to his price tag. I don't believe he has lived up to it as yet. What was expected, and Cooper, I always say it again. You remember that promo video for Pepe, man? One of the best promo videos we ever saw, and the shark fin, the killer instinct. Yeah, we haven't seen it yet, man. Maybe under Arteta he would get there. Knowing now that Willian is there, probably he'll really now push to cement his position and worth with that price tag that that Arsenal paid for him. Yeah. Okay. So, how about you? How about Manu? What do you think in terms of Bertrand Sancho? What do you think Manu needs?
Well, I said earlier on, if you listen to me, everybody's looking at Sancho for us to go up a level. So they're looking at if we get Sancho, if we get the left back according just before.
Oh yes, he did.
The left back from Real Madrid, it looks like it will happen. Although, as far as I'm concerned, we don't really need a left back now. Unless people to take him or Luke Shaw and try to make one of them play as a left-sided centre back. Because what you have with us, we need a defender with Harry Maguire. Because both Maguire and Lindelof are slow.
Okay? Yeah, that's true. They don't have much speed.
Maguire is more commanding in the air than Lindelof. Remember when we had Rio and Vidic, one was quick and one was good in the air. So you must have one to complement the other. And you must have on the left side, because if you're a right footer, think of it. Although they could still adapt and play it. But if you're a natural left footer playing on the left side, then he could pass with his left foot instead of trying to put it on his right foot. Because most times, if you kick with your right foot, it will not go down straight to the left. It might go out and whatever. But in my opinion, if we get Sancho, great piece of business. If we get the left back, then fine. And then if we get Thiago, I'm happy. Better, we would say, better days. Thiago in the midfield with Bruno and Pogba there. And then if you want to rotate, we have the Don to come in as well. And Donny van der Beek is a very, very good midfield player. You understand? I've seen him for Ajax.
Van der Beek.
You understand? He's a very attacking midfield player. So, you understand? Like this, if we get Sancho, better days, because that means Rashford or Greenwood would be on the bench. Our bench would be better, right?
Yeah. In terms of depth.
Bench for us to make a sub, and you see it's Pereira or J-Lings, Lingard. You're like, you know what? Just let Huda and the field play, because them fellas are making no making any great input in the game. So let's hope Ed free up the money Let's hope the Glazers free up the money. I mean, right now the fans are very frustrated. If you think that Arsenal fans were frustrated, Man United fans are more frustrated
I
because
can imagine.
you mean to tell me this deal for Sancho was agreed at
Yeah.
the end of July.
So we were told.
At the end of July, Fabrizio Romano tweeted that. You understand? Everything was agreed. Wages, everything was agreed. Then they said Ed went in to renegotiate. That's what was said. And now you hear all kinds of stories about this deal making the fans more angry and they getting agitated and everything. So I'm just hoping that everything works out. I mean, we have a game on Saturday. Today is already Monday. You understand? If
Yeah.
bill for any player has to come in, that's another 2 to 3 days. That's like first day. You understand? How are they going to be ready for a game on Saturday?
Who you guys facing on Saturday?
Crystal Palace. And Crystal Palace won their first game.
They won their first game.
Yes.
They did well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you understand what I'm saying? We are, when you look at it, City, all the teams that have not played are 3 points behind already.
Yeah.
So now we have to play catch up with those that have won. You understand? So I am hoping that with my team that we do not get any serious injuries to the usual suspects, which are Pogba, Luke Shaw, Anthony Martial, and Marcus Rashford. Remember, all those 4 guys had serious injuries last season and were out for a while. And we're also hoping that with Dean Henderson coming back to the club, that David De Gea will finally re-emerge as the David De Gea we know. Because he knows now he has competition there, so he has to buck up. You know one thing about football and sports on the whole, when you don't have competition, you get lackadaisical, you know.
Like, that's just how it is. There you go.
When you have competition, you always up there because you don't want to come out of the team.
Which is why when I understood that we allowing Martinez to leave, you know, Martinez has definitely grown into be one of the best goalkeepers around. I was like, wow, you know, I mean, it's just amazing. So now I believe Martinez would have really pushed Leno to live up to what Leno should be, but now he's gone. So
I mean, a lot of our fans are, why do we have both David and Henderson there?
Yeah.
Let both of them be there. Both of y'all aspire
That's right.
number one. You will push each other.
That's right. That's the way it's supposed to be.
You will push each other. So let's move on to Liverpool. Liverpool brought in a left back, TC Marcus, I think his name is. I noticed
something like that. Yeah.
Liverpool have not done any business as yet. Do you think they will?
But I mean, look at, despite Leeds having given them such a good run in the first game, I mean, Liverpool is still a very good team. Trent was kind of quiet that first game, but look at Robertson. Robertson had a good game, and we know Trent Alexander-Arnold. It will not take long before he start firing. Salah does not appear to be slowing down anytime soon. But like you said, Cooper, they have been lucky to not be faced with the injuries such as Man United and some of those other teams. What happens to Liverpool if they were to have an injury crisis? Who's coming off the bench? Sorry?
Or loss of form.
Or loss of form. There you go. So I don't know. Klopp is an amazing manager. If we have to judge them by just this first performance, we would say, you know, they still got it. But I guess we really have to wait. Let's let at least 8, 9, 10 games pass, and yeah. But Liverpool, will they win the league again? I don't know, Coops. I don't know. I really believe. I honestly believe Man City. I believe Man City will take the title again. Pep has a way of coming back with his team. I do believe Liverpool will win the league again. Not
Okay.
this season.
So one final question on Liverpool before we swing to Man City, since you brought them up. Do you believe that Liverpool will buy anybody?
No, I don't believe they will.
You believe they will?
I don't believe they will. No, I believe Klopp believes he has a winning formula. Okay, he has a very fit team. They appear to still be in form, although we did beat them, but they appear to still be in form. And to me, I would have, if I was the manager, I would have still bought one or two players. You know, you have to be safe. But Klopp is very confident. I don't think they're going to buy anyone. They're going to stay for theirs.
Well, I don't believe it has to do with confidence. It has to do with money. I saw. No, you're laughing. I watched a couple items on the way Liverpool is being run, and you'll be amazed. They have this thing. They don't spend much money for the 2 years, and then after the season gone, then they're going to go back and spend some money.
It's like a philosophy,
right? They don't just want to go and spend. That's why they did not take Timo, because they didn't want to buy him, and he sits on the bench. That means you spend £40 million.
Yeah,
the first team player who sits on the bench earning a large sum of money. The model is totally different as they have those new owners. So it will be very interesting to see how it all pans out. Because the only reason why Thiago has not been there is because of Gigi, because of Barca and Koeman and the contract situation. So I guess all of them are waiting to see what's happening in that. So if it's me, the window closed tomorrow and they don't buy anybody, happy days. And they get 2 injuries, as a Man U fan, I'm happy.
I'll be happy too.
We're going to City. City bought so far Ake for the defense, Torres as Sané's replacement. Moreno, Cabo, I have no idea who those guys are.
I don't know who those guys are.
And they have Carson, who is goalkeeper, I guess, number 3.
Number 3.
And we also know that City is linked to Koulibaly.
Yes.
Because we know what happened with City last season. It was the defense, the defender got injured. And that was it for them. And then later on, Aguero got injured. Sané,
there you go.
For the whole season.
Sané was out. Sterling started to lose form.
Yeah. but De Bruyne was still there.
Oh, yes. He's one of the best midfielders in the world.
Yeah. So we're waiting to see what City are going to do, if they're going to get Koulibaly. If they get Koulibaly, I think, and the players stay fit, I think they're going to win.
Yeah. I honestly think that. Yeah. You believe they would have bought Messi?
I think that was just a PR stunt.
I really think so, man.
I think that was a PR stunt. Messi ain't going nowhere.
No way.
The thing he's talking about, he's going to play and then go. He ain't going nowhere. You understand?
Yeah.
In Messi's case and in Barcelona's case, and we drift in there a little bit, but that's okay.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Barcelona paid a lot of money for players, and they have not showed up.
None at all.
40-something million for Coutinho, and Coutinho is not even at Barcelona. Another 120-something million for Dembele, and he's been injured. Look, they just spent another 120 million on Griezmann.
Yeah, Griezmann, and to make it worse, Scoops, I mean, you loan Coutinho to Bayern, and then to have them beat you.
And Coutinho comes back, scores twice on you, and then I say, wow.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
I'm the only Barca player to win the Champions League without Barca reaching the final. Yeah. So, we've done Man U, we've done City, we've done Chelsea.
We miss it.
Spurs. We
Spurs.
got top 6 on the Pretenders. Yes.
Yeah. Who Spurs brought
Spurs
in then?
bought
Docker.
Doherty.
Not the Docker, sorry,
No,
Doherty.
not the
Yes.
Docker. Doherty
Yeah, Doherty,
from
sorry. Yeah.
Wolves, and they bought Hoiberg from Southampton and Joe
Mm-hmm.
Hart as a backup keeper.
Doherty
I
had a
mean,
good game.
I saw the Spurs game and I was shocked.
Yeah.
I'm like, what happened there?
I
What's
don't know,
wrong?
man.
You understand? When I look at the players Jose bought, but then again, he's at Spurs. He's not at a team that could splash the cash how they want. So he's trying to see how best he can work with what he's got. And I'm happy that he's there. I want to see how good a manager he is with a
But Spurs has world-class players.
Yes,
You're looking at Dele Alli, looking at Kane. You're looking at even this guy Lucas Moura. I mean, those are great players. But when I watch that game, something is wrong. Doherty had a good game. To be honest with you,
yes,
but yes, he almost scored a goal, but something has not gelled, and I don't believe it. Whatever that has not gelled, Cooper, I don't believe that it helps with the manager in his post game conference talking about the team being lazy. I did not see a lazy team. I saw a team that did not know what they were doing.
And that's the problem I have with Jose. I mean, yes, the team, if what your opinion, wait for when you're in the dressing room and deal with it. You just have to come and say, well, we did not win. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
You understand?
You subbed the Dele Alli, and up to now, I don't know why. You subbed Dele Alli, you said you were for strategy, and the strategy failed. Nothing changed. Nothing changed at all in the pitch for Spurs. You know? Yeah, man. I don't know. Let's wait for the second match. Let's see how it is, how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens up until the international break in October.
Yeah.
Because I think there's an international break in October and there's another one in November. Like I said, this COVID thing have the whole season a kind of way. So
and no fans.
Yeah, hopefully this COVID thing comes to an end pretty soon with what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
And like they said, that's for another show.
Yeah.
Let's look at the pretenders now. In the pretenders list, I have Leicester City, Everton, Wolverhampton, and Sheffield United. Those are the teams that looking to come into the top 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we know Leicester City did finish 5th last season at Arsenal's expense. Because I have to say Arsenal's expense because y'all did not make the top 6.
Yeah, but still,
do you believe that in the teams I mentioned there, do you believe any one of them will finish in the top 6?
Well, remember Leicester was in the top 4 for the longest while of last season.
Yeah,
am I correct?
They were third.
They were third. So Leicester being former champions, they had a great first half of the season, almost to the end. Until Man U for some reason got a resurgence. I don't know what Kool-Aid Man U drank, but
no,
Man U just
it's Captain Bruno. It's Bruno.
Leicester they have Jimmy Vardy. They've brought in some new individuals. I think there was a debutant that scored in that last game. I just forgot his name. Leicester they have the potential. I think Rodgers is a good coach. Leicester has the potential, if in any of these, to break into the top 6. Wolves, they won their first game also. Jimenez once again being very consistent in scoring for Wolves. I would not have let Doherty leave. I would not let let Doherty leave at all. But Wolves still is a good team. I'm still worried. Selling Doherty, I don't think that was a good idea for Wolves, and I believe they will pay for it. I don't think Wolves will make it to the top 6. Sheffield United, however, is a great team, Coops. No one expected them to finish up where they finished last season.
Sheffield United was around the top 6, basically for the whole season.
Yeah.
Until the restart when You know, after when we had the restart, a lot of teams is like they were still in quarantine. They never showed up.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
it's true.
saying? Which Leicester City, Sheffield United was one. You understand? Because Sheffield United was like fourth.
Yeah,
You understand? And then they just kept losing. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah. Everton have no excuse. Everton, I mean, look at the manager. You have a world class manager. You have a world class manager. They brought in some new exciting players. Calvin Lewin, is that his name, right? Calvin Lewin. Calvin Lewin is getting better every season. I believe this season we will see Everton doing much better than before. I honestly believe in that. When I looked at that game, the way they played, the way they pressed, also when they lost the ball, how they were quick to defend and try their best to get it back. I mean, think of it, bro. These guys went against Spurs, who no one ever thought. I don't think any pundit gave Everton winning that game. You know, I have the highest hopes for Everton, to be honest with you.
Well, according to the stats, Everton have not won away against a top six for how many games they put there. And then that was their first win away to a so-called big six team
Yeah,
in how many attempts. So,
yeah. So how many attempts?
like you
Yeah,
said, the Everton manager is now stamping his authority on the team. Because
I
remember
believe so.
when he took over, there was a whole bunch of players there that were bought by the previous manager because new owner,
Yeah,
new money spent. But now he's weeding them out, and then he's getting his players in.
that's
So
right.
we, I don't. They might challenge a little bit this year, in my opinion. But I do believe maybe next season, if Carlo is still there and brings in
Mm-hmm.
some more players,
More players. Okay.
then we will see them doing what they're doing. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Did they miss a team? Is there any other pretender?
no, that's
Okay.
so we're almost done with the show.
Mm-hmm.
So
What about the promoted teams? Which one do you think will stay up?
you're preempting me. You're preempting me.
Oh, so sorry. So,
I said we're almost done.
okay.
You understand? So give me your top four. In fact, give me your top six at the end of the season.
Wow. Already, man?
Yeah. Give me your top six.
Okay. Man City champions. Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you know some Arsenal fans will kill me there, you know, but I have to be real. I see. Okay, Man City, Liverpool, Man United. I honestly believe Man United will be right up there. Man United. There's a toss up for fourth between my team and Chelsea. Honestly, between my team and Chelsea, there's a toss up. There's a toss up for four. Cubs. I have to rep my team, you know. But most probably, especially with those new signings, there's a lot of expectation on that Chelsea team. But I'm more leaning to Chelsea fourth, Arsenal fifth. But like I said, I'm switching between fifth and fourth at any time between Arsenal and Chelsea. And then the sixth team, you know, by rights, Spurs should be the one that we're talking about. But I'm not even sure. I don't know. From what I saw, if Spurs have to continue with what's happening there, I don't believe they will finish sixth, and we might see a new player coming in there. So I'll probably give it to one of the pretenders, and I'll give it to Wolves.
Wow, Wolves.
Yes, I'll give it to Wolves. They deserve it, man. I'll give it to Wolves. I believe Wolves will finish top six, and I believe Spurs will not be nowhere near us. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
My top six.
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool to retain.
Okay.
City to come second.
Mm-hmm.
United to come third.
Okay, we agree there.
Chelsea to come fourth,
Okay,
Arsenal to come fifth,
okay, we
and
agree there.
Spurs to come sixth.
You're still giving it to Spurs.
Mhm. You see, at the end of the day, quality will
Yeah.
come in the end.
In the end, you're right. Kane, yeah, Dele Alli.
I do expect the top two to change.
Yeah,
What I expect this year from the top six is that the points will be closer.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Much closer.
The points will be closer.
Yeah, we will not see a top two running away with this. I'm not expecting that at all. I'm expecting that the other four will be closely at their heels. And I also believe, Coops, before it's all over, you'll see a lot of, especially in the top four, switching positions a lot. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm expecting that. There's high expectations from Manu to keep that third spot, but Coops,
especially if we get Sancho.
Especially if you get Sancho. If you do get Sancho, Timo Werner, Chelsea could take that third spot, bro. Chelsea could take that third spot.
And Arsenal could take fourth too.
Yeah, we can take fourth. Yes, we can. Yeah.
I'm just hoping that our players stay fit, and if they stay fit and we play well, there's no stopping us. I mean, just look at Bruno, Pogba, Donny van der Beek in that midfield there with Mason.
That's a serious attacking team, man. That's a serious attacking team.
I mean, we were shit last season and we still outscored Liverpool front three. So
yeah,
understood. But it is what it is.
I believe we're doing much better in our defense. Gabriel appears to be, he will be a great player, a great beast in the back, and that has been one of our issues. So, we will be 5 or 4. That's what I believe.
I will not say Gabriel is a good buy as yet, because he come there and he gave me points in my FPL because I remember a certain guy. He all paid a lot of money for, and he was like,
on
debut he did very well. You understand? First couple of games he did well, and then all now so the Arsenal fans
are looking for
him. So I will reserve my judgment on Gabriel still.
Okay.
Gabriel is playing in the middle of a back three. That's all for me.
Yes.
So I do not know when Luis comes back what will happen. If the back three, if Arteta is going to stay with it, or if he'll revert back to a back four. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Who you have going down? Your bottom three.
Oh man. I believe West Brom is going to go down.
Okay.
They were nearly promoted, right? I believe they're going down. I'm really excited for Leeds. I would really love Leeds to stay up, honestly. So I'm not going to put Leeds there. So I'm looking at West Brom. Just now, what are the contenders again?
I am no contenders for bottom three.
Okay. So I'm looking at West Brom
because I might say that team and then they surprise me.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of hard. But I know for sure West Brom is not ready, man. No, West Brom is not ready.
Let me give you my bottom three, and then maybe my bottom three: West Brom going down.
Yeah.
Fulham going down.
Yeah, Mitrovic, man.
Fulham still going down. Fulham going down.
Okay.
And Aston Villa going down.
Aston Villa, they merely escaped last season. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice, Coops. Let me see if I'm going to mix anybody else there.
I do not believe Leeds will go down. Leeds will. You see the way they play in there?
Yeah.
Finish about 11, 12.
Yeah. Even Newcastle, there's a resurgence in their play.
Yeah.
I saw their game and they're good. They're really good. I think I'll stick with you, Coops. But Mitrovic, Coops, come on, man.
Yes, for
You know
me.
you know how many FPL players bought this guy?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think I'll concur with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
We're almost done. Wait, just a couple more topics. Okay. Golden Boot.
Aubameyang.
Oh, but
Yeah, Aubameyang.
that's a tough one.
Aubameyang with Willian, with the service Aubameyang is now going to receive, with the way we're moving forward, Aubameyang will be the golden boot.
I'm
Yeah.
tending to agree with you a little bit, but the way I see Vardy and Salah start there, they start like a house on fire.
Salah. There's always a point in the season where you know there is no Salah. Am I lying?
Yeah, that's when all of us start to sell him. Yeah.
Yes, for some reason, I will be very shocked if it doesn't happen this season. But the Egyptian king, for some reason, I don't know if it has to do with his religious beliefs. There comes a time where the power of Salah is down to nil, and then we have issues. So that is why I believe Salah will never will not get the golden boot. Okay, there is this inconsistency in him. But of course, Jamie Vardy, anyone could say that he will, but I believe this time Aubameyang is going to seal it. How about you?
I believe you too. I believe you because Aubameyang is more consistent.
He's more consistent.
Sal-
He might not give you three,
Sal-
4 goals.
Sal- well, that's what I was about to say. Salah and
Right.
Vardy score in bunches.
Right.
Like Vardy score 2, Salah score 3. The next
Right.
3 games they gone missing, but
That's right.
Aubameyang still scores.
He still scores. That's the problem. That's it right there. And
So
that's why I believe he'll get it.
I believe, yeah, I'll go for Aubameyang. Who do you believe will be the breakout player of the season?
There is so much expectation on Chelsea's new forward.
Timo?
Yeah. There is so much expectation on him. Breakout player for the season. But then again, when you look at Bruno, I don't know. I will stick with the forward man. I believe it will be Timo.
Okay.
Yeah, I was tempted to say Willian, but I believe it will be Timo. I mean, I saw some of his.
William
Sorry?
could be a breakout player because he's been there for a while.
Exactly. So you're talking about someone new, right?
I'm talking
Okay,
about
so
a new player in the league.
a new player. Okay, great. Well, it will be,
a team.
well, it will be Timo. I believe it will be Timo.
Okay.
After what Chelsea went through last season with, as you know, they couldn't, the transfer issue. They had Abraham in the front, Giroud. You know, they really struggle when it comes to goals. I believe Timo will be the breakout player of the season. I believe he's going to be miraculous. He just will not win the Golden Boot. Maybe he'll come second.
Well, that's your opinion.
How about you, bro?
I didn't even remember Timo for that Golden Boot thing. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Because Timo has to adapt and everything. I believe the Don will be the breakout player.
Oh, yeah?
He will have an impact at United than the others will have on their team. You see, the same way Bruno had an impact when he came in, and I'm not going to put Fernandez in that category because he's been,
because he's been
You understand? But you see, Van de Beek, I saw glimpses of the friendly we had against Villa, and he looks good. You understand? He looks good. He's one that's an attacking play. He's like, they would say, Frank Lampard type of player. He plays in the midfield and he arrives late in the box.
Okay.
and stuff. Yeah. So I believe it will be Van der Beek. That's my
Okay.
opinion, folks.
But we shall see.
But you could post your opinions on all the matters we discuss in the comments, and we could all have another video to answer them. Okay. Closing
Mm-hmm.
remarks by you, Hippo, because I think that's it. Okay.
I'm excited for the new season. We still the transfer window is still open, so we could get a few surprises from some other teams, etc. I'm really hoping that the league finds some way to do some form of social distancing in terms of fans returning to the stadium. I don't know how. I don't know if probably well, I'm sure there are different strategies or protocols when it comes to other forms of entertainment um, up there in England, London. But that's what I want to see. I believe we need the fans to return as soon as possible because without the fans, football just it's missing a key component, my brother. It's missing a key component, and the players. No matter how much sound mixing audio we use at the stadium, the fans also have a serious impact on players. So looking forward to a great season. I can't wait, and like I want everyone to subscribe to this channel, support Love TV, and let's hope that Manu finishes 6. That's all.
Boy. Well, with regards to the fans, there's a pilot program they started not for football but for other sports in England.
Mm-hmm.
They had the friendly, I think, between Brighton and Chelsea. They were, I think, 2,000 fans there, thereabout. Okay, they started the pilot, but
I see.
what happened, there was a spike again in the virus. So the government kind of scrapped it because the fans coming back was supposed to start on October the 5th, thereabout, give and take. I cannot remember.
Mm-hmm.
Where they would allow, depending on the size of the stadium, maybe 10 to 12,000 fans doing the social distancing and the mask and everything. But it would basically be only home fans.
I see.
You cannot travel to the other.
Yeah, that's good. That would be good though.
So basically, it would be more like the season ticket holders.
Okay.
Who try to accommodate for that program. So I'm hoping that it does happen. You understand? But like up here where I'm at, it's fall is already beginning to take effect and the coolness is already starting to come. So like they say, it is flu season. So people don't know if it's the flu or COVID they're going to have. So it's going to
True.
You understand? So the spike is already beginning to increase, even up by me. And we're not straying, I'm just saying how it is.
That's okay.
For the whole summer, we were getting the numbers 100 and below 100. And now we had 2 days of above 200. Then today we get 300. So you see now it's starting to pick back up because the weather is getting back cold. So, with those kind of numbers, the government is watching to see exactly what's happening. You understand?
What's happening? Okay.
You don't want to take the chance and just open it up. And on the lighter side, the government is thinking of shutting down all strip clubs where I'm at because it's on the news.
It's actually on the news.
It's on the news. Till we meet again, guys. This has been Love TV with your boy Coops and your boy Hippo.
Yeah, man.
Till next time. Peace out.
Peace out. Take care, man.